Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie, or Ensidafim, and okay, this was going to be a mid-year photo card collection video. I don't know if you can see my calendar in this shot, but it's October. So, it's not as mid-year as I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I was waiting for some photo cards to come in, and then they still haven't come in, but I'm just kind of like, at this point, whatever, like, they'll just be in my end of the year collection video. So this, instead of calling this my mid-year collection video, I guess this is just my initial collection video because I haven't shown my photo card collection on here yet. So without further ado, I'll just get into it. Okay, so this binder, this is, how do I even explain this? Okay, so currently I have 4 sets of collections that go in A5 binders and only 3 A5 binders. I don't know if that makes any sense, but currently one of my collections, this is so bad, oh my god, is just sitting here in pages. This is my miscellaneous collection stack. It's just kind of sitting here. So I do have a binder that's coming on its way for the collections that are currently in here. This is going to be for my miscellaneous collections again, but I guess I'll just show both of the collections with this binder as the holder for them in this video. I am very sorry about that because whatever, it is what it is. So this first collection I am going to show is my TXT and Kepler collections. So for TXT, I collect Subin, and this is a very recent collection that I've started actually. I started this collection this year, only about a couple of months ago, so I actually have quite a lot of progress made for how recently I started this collection, and there's nothing new since when I did my setting up video for this collection. It's exactly the same as that, except I have set up for their new comeback, which I believe, yes, it's called Sanctuary, and I am very excited about that. But yeah, for how recently I've started this collection, it is actually very far underway. I'm mostly just missing the Weavers versions and then the entire Freefall era. But whatever, that's better than I can say for most of my collections. Here in the back, I just have my polls of the other members that I've just kept because, are those the same? Nope. I'm sorry, I thought that these were the same photo card for a second because they look so similar. It's why do I have 2 of it? But whatever. These are just the photo cards that I have of the other members that I have decided to keep because, you know, I love them. So yeah, there's that. I don't really know what to say about this collection because I showed it so recently and I yapped a lot in that video. But moving on from that, next collection is Dion from Kepler. And so this collection is kind of all over the place for me. I used to collect her pretty thoroughly. I collected all of her album photo cards and some pobs. I have since downsized to only collecting some of her album photo cards, and then I decided that I was going to collect all of her cards for their most recent era because I thought that that could be Kepler's last era, but then it actually wasn't, but I decided to just collect them anyway. I might downsize this collection a little bit more though. I haven't really decided yet. I don't know, it's very up in the air for me right now because Kepler is not one of my alt groups, and I do I'll talk in some of my other binders about what I'm doing with some of my collections because some things are going to be changing very soon, but I just feel like it wouldn't hurt to downsize some things since some other collections are going to be upsizing, and this one I feel would be not too hard for me to downsize. So yeah, I haven't set up for their upcoming comeback yet, but I am very excited for that. It's a little bittersweet because it is their first comeback as a 7-member group, but I am still very, very excited for it. And I did check out, gosh, is it pronounced Maiden? I'm not sure how you say the group's name, but Yeso and Mashiro's group. I checked out their debut. I will say it wasn't entirely my style, but I'm happy for them that they did get to debut in a new group. Don't know what was going on with the AI in that music video, but that's okay. I'm glad they did release another version of it, and I'm excited to see what they do in the future. Okay, so this next binder currently has my aespa and IVE collections, and so these collections are both pretty straightforward. For aespa, I collect Ning Ning, and I just collect all of her album photo cards, and like if I do get an exclusive card or a pop, I will normally keep it, but I don't get them very much. And I was very caught up until we get to Drama Era. And here, I cannot for the life of me find any of the photo cards from that era. So I do have a couple of her, what's this one called? I have a couple of her Armageddon photo cards on the way, but Drama, I literally can't find a single photo card on like Mercari Japan. So I don't know what's going on with that, but hopefully I will get those eventually. These pages are just, I don't know what they're doing here, but basically that's it for that collection. Very straightforward. And then this is my collection for Yujin from IVE. So for Yujin, I again collect all of her Korean album photo cards. I have also gotten a few of her Japanese album photo cards, and just like a pub here and there. Again, I was like decently caught up, and then like I'm less caught up, but I do have some of these cards on the way, just not very many. Here's like the one Japanese era I did collect, and then just some miscellaneous cards that I have of the other members. At one point, I was trying to collect OT6 for IVE. That was extremely short-lived, because I don't even know why I ever tried to do that, but that's not going on anymore. So yeah, that is it for this binder. And what do you know, we're back in the same binder again, this time with the actual miscellaneous collections. So basically these are just photo cards for groups or idols that I like, but I don't like fully collect, I don't collect any member for, and so I just have pulls from albums. I've started to get a little bit better about not just like buying, I love how all of these backs are pink, it's so pretty. I've started to get a little bit better about not just like buying 2 gazillion things for the sake of it, but I don't know, I like having these cards, they make me happy. So some groups I definitely have more, some groups I definitely have more than others for, but just is what it is in that regard. I don't really like have very much to say about this binder other than just like it's miscellaneous. I have photo cards. Super and yeah, that is that binder. That was uneventful. Alright, moving on, we're going to get into my much bigger binders now. These I kind of have more to talk about with. These I'm also not so sure how they're going to fit in the frame, so we'll figure that one out. Next time I film a video like this, I'll like hopefully have a better angle than like the corner of my desk that I'm filming it at. But this is my Twice binder, and for Twice, this beginning is basically just like pulls from albums. I have more polls that just like aren't in here because they're up for trade sale on my friend's trade sale account. A lot of these are probably going to go up for potential trade or sale soon, so stay on the lookout for that. I'll tag the account in the description, and I might also try to make like a Mercari account. But yeah, I love Twice, but I feel like I have way too many photo cards for them. And that's one of the things that I do want to talk about, is that this is a collection I am going to be moving into a smaller binder. So here we get into my actual collection. I sort of selectively collect my, let me rephrase that. So far I collect my top 3, which are Sana, Mina, and Dahyun. And I collect all of their album photo cards from Taste of Love and onward. I'm sort of planning to downsize this to more of a selective collecting, just because Twice is a group that I don't really like to buy photo cards for. I do collect an OT9 set every once in a while, you'll see. I don't really like to buy Twice photo cards, and I just like, I don't know, I feel like collecting everything is just a little too much for me, and I'd like to downsize it a little bit, I'm planning to get like an A5 wide binder for them. I think that's what they're called. It's like the 6 pocket, like 5 or 6 pocket binders that are like sort of like this size. But yeah, so that's my plan. As you can see, I've done like literally no progress on this current era. I just have my polls, and in the back here we have, of course, the lovely Twice group sets that you get when you pre-order albums. More companies should take notes because this is like the best thing ever. But this is one of the main collections that I am planning to downsize. So in my next like tour video at the end of the year, the beginning of next year, you will probably see this in a smaller binder. I might make a video of me like moving my collections to those smaller binders, to be determined on that one. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this binder. I do have a couple of their monograph sets. Twice used to be one of my like absolute alt groups, so I did buy like some merch stuff for them back then, which you'll see is also why I have Sana and Dahyun's Yes I Am photo cards. And yeah, in the back here I just do have this red velvet collage that I made from back when they were also in this binder, but since then they have obviously been moved to my miscellaneous binder. And that's it for this binder. Okay, so this next binder currently houses my NCT collection, and this is another collection. Well, this is kind of hard to describe. I'm upsizing the collection, but I'm moving it to a smaller binder. I think I also want to have it in an A5 wide binder, but I have been considering picking up 2 more members of NCT for like selective collecting. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. So in the beginning here, I just have a bunch of polls, and then currently I collect Jisung, and you'll see there are a lot of like slots here that don't have a filler. That means that the photo card is on the way. I do have quite a few of his cards on the way at the moment. This is the main collection that I was like waiting on things for to film this video, and then I just like haven't gotten them yet, so I just gave up. But yeah, I am thinking of adding a couple more. I love that this is backwards. That's really fun. A couple more members of NCT to my collection, so stay tuned for that. And then, okay, this is pathetic. I tried to collect OT7 Dream for Candy Era. I finished the Digipack set. Everything else is kind of really pathetic, and it's been almost 2 years since this era, so I am just gonna like give up at this point. But I do still have them in this format, just like until I get my new binder, and just to show you guys that this is something that tried to happen. And then here we have the just some random like merch cards and stuff. This this Dream Escape, I'm not really sure what it's actually called, set. And then we have the D-Icon photo card sets here, which I'm sure people have seen like a million times by now, so I'll just move through them very quickly, because I do have something in the back of this binder to show as well. Okay. Oh god. What do I even say here? So, if you've been keeping up with K-pop news at all recently, I'm sure you know about the current situation with what just happened with Seunghan. I'm really mad. Like, really, really mad about that. Seunghan, well, when Rise first debuted, I, like, was sure that they were going to be one of my alt groups, and then they went ahead and put my bias on hiatus for literally no reason, and then he came back, and I was so happy, and then stupid people got him kicked out again, so I don't really know what to do right now. Currently, I'm not really sure if I will still be able to listen to Rise at all. I don't like see myself being able to support them as a group, which is really sad because I love Shochiro and Sungchan from their time in NCT. I love all of the members of Rise so much, but I just like, and you can tell that they're not happy about it either, and it's really annoying. But that being said, Sunghan is going to be moving into his own A5 binder, and I am going to be going back and trying to get as many of his like pre-order benefits and lucky draws and merch cards and event cards, stuff like that, as I possibly can. So if you have any that like you are willing to like trade or sell to me, I would be really happy about that. I don't know. I'm really shaken up by the whole thing that like happened to him. It like honestly makes me angry. And so, yeah, this is my coping mechanism, I guess. Blow a bunch of money. This is the main reason why I have to downsize some of my other collections, because like I was so like sure that the only upsizing I was going to be doing of any collections was going to be like my NCT collection. And then that whole thing happened. I was like, well, never mind. But yeah. That's it for this binder. Alright, the next binder I have is this humongous Le Sserafim binder. I don't know how I'm gonna like fit this in the frame. Hold up. Let me see if I can like figure out a good way to like, go about this. I guess I can just do it like this. The cards will be sideways, but I think that's okay. Yeah, so this is my Le Sserafim photocard collection. And for Le Sserafim, I do collect OT5. This is not working very well. And this is another collection that like I had a lot of cards on the way for that I am still waiting on. So that's part of why I was waiting to film this collection tour. But again, they haven't arrived. Some of them got canceled, so I do kind of need to update some of the fillers in this binder. But yeah, I collect OT5 for basically all album cards. I didn't do the compacts for Anti-Fragile because that was a lot. That was just like not working. I tried to, but it wasn't working. I love Le Sserafim so much. They are one of my alt groups, evidently, since, I mean, well, you can look. My username is literally nCitafim and hyphen NCT Le Sserafim, for who my old groups are. And I don't have very much progress made on the more recent two eras. Well, I actually do have quite a bit made on Easy. It's just still on the way. And then Crazy, I have like yet to get pretty much anything other than my album pulls for. But I should be ordering some new cards for that very soon. Not much more to say to that than just, I don't know. I love Le Sserafim so much. I love their music. I love the members. And yeah, these are just blank pages because I didn't feel like making fillers. That's so... it's kind of annoying, but sorry about that. And then here in the back, I do have some of their Japanese photo cards, the like photo pack set, just because, I don't know, I found it really cheap and I was like, I want that, so I bought it. And I got some of the Unforgiven Japan cards too. I'm not sure I'm gonna keep collecting their Japanese cards unless I find something like I really want, just because I have so much else to catch up on for them. But here in the back I just have like a random page. This is like random group cards and then a random page of cards that I decided to keep even though I'm not collecting. And then in the back here we have my IZ*ONE photo cards, which are just random pulls from various IZ*ONE albums. I love IZ*ONE with all my heart. They were like one of my alt groups and I'm so sad that they disbanded, but it's also bittersweet because of how much I love IVE and Le Sserafim, and like I love solo artists' work, especially Eunbi and Yena. So it's just very bittersweet. Here in the back I do have a couple of Yena solo photo cards, and I think that's it for this binder. Yeah, so I guess time to move on to the last binder. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the final round. Enhypen. So this is my Enhypen binder. They are my alt group, and this collection I'm definitely going to have a lot more to talk about with, just because like the way that I collect for them, it's kind of eclectic, for less like lack of a better word. So for the debut era, Border Day 1 up until Dimension Dilemma, I collected my top 3, who at the time were Sunghoon, Sonu, and Jungwon. And so I have most of this completed because I do have these Border Carnival Sonus on the way. So then I will be pretty much done with the earlier eras. I swear these essential Hoon and Sonus, I'm just like never going to get. Like, they are not findable, especially these two. Like, I should just give up at this point. But yeah, and then I do have these lucky draws of Sonu and Jungwon. And then for Dimension Answer and Manifesto Day 1, I just collected Sonu and Jungwon because they are my main biases in Enhypen. Yeah, and somehow I am actually very close to being done with Manifesto. Jay is just here because I pulled all 3 of his cards for this version, so I was like, why not? For Dark Blood, I collected my top 4, which is Heesung, Sunghoon, Sonu, and Jungwon. And this is also pretty close to being done, except for the engine version, but we don't have to talk about that. I've also been trying to collect OT7 for the Weverse versions for Dark Blood, but as you can see, that's like not very far along. So if you have any of those cards, do let me know. And then for Orange Blood, they announced this comeback literally the morning after I saw them on tour last year. So I made a very impulsive decision to collect OT7 for it, and honestly, I don't regret it. These cards are beautiful. I love the concept so much. It's just, I've actually made quite a bit of progress. I'm not going to say that I haven't made a lot of progress. I'm not done, but I do have progress made on it. The engine version is also very close to being done. I did not collect OT7 for the Weverse version because, like, I was behind enough already. Yeah, that's that. For Romance Untold, their most recent comeback, I am collecting my top 3, which are currently Heesung, Sonu, and Jungwon. And so this, I don't have a lot of progress made on. I'm planning to order some cards soon. This also doesn't have fillers. These are going to be the Weverse versions, and then the Target exclusives, I think, or some pop. And then for the Inceptio concept, I am collecting OT7, because I love this concept. I think we all love this concept. It's actually gorgeous. I love this, like, group set from the Weverse version. And then I have some pages in here to set up for their new era, but I just haven't gotten around to that yet, mostly because I'm kind of low on fillers at the moment. And then here in the back, I just have various pulls of all of the members from eras that I wasn't collecting them, just because, like, I love this Hoon so much. Just because, I don't know, why not? I love them. I didn't want to trade them away. Here are just some various like Pobs and Target cards, stuff like that. And then here are my OT7 sets. If anyone has this Ricky, when I got this photo card set, it didn't come with him. And I like have not gotten him since, and it makes me very sad to see that page with like the missing spot for him. But yeah, here are just my various OT7 sets for Enhypen. Nothing crazy, just some like merch, season's greetings, the like deco kit package, this from the hoodie, which it has now been a year since the tour, and I have successfully, I told myself when I was buying that sweatshirt, like, I'm gonna wear this once a week for like a long time to make sure that I get my money's worth, because that was an expensive hoodie, and I've worn it pretty much once a week since the tour, so I'd say I'm successful in that. And then here I just have like a replica set of these cards. I don't normally buy replicas, but like these were so cute, and the cards themselves were obviously really expensive, so I was like, why not? They're adorable. And then here I just have these group cards and things from like the season's greetings. And in the back I have the mini photo cards from 2 of their membership kits, some various like freebies and bookmarks in the back for whatever reason. And yeah, that is currently my Haerin collection. Alright, that's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and comment down below if you have anything you'd like to ask me or anything you'd like to see in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time!